cashmere, crypto, like all of you guys. That'd be really dope. That'd be really dope. All right, so March is technically Women's Month, from what I understand. Can you maybe talk to the women out there, give maybe some advice to single moms out there trying to raise kids? I know that's not your territory because you were thankfully raised with a father in your home, but a lot of us aren't. Do you have any advice, maybe, or maybe talk to the kids out there who are with the single mom?
The first thing I would tell any, I was speaking to schools, school yesterday in LA. I told all the kids, the best thing you can do is find you an old person that you trust and learn from them. Okay, find you be an old lady, an old man, because you'd be surprised at how much knowledge. See, you go to school to get education, but you can't get experience from a book. Okay. Find you somebody that you like and that you trust, and somebody that's really in your corner, and roll with them and pick their brain for information on how to move on through life. Because it's some shit you ain't gonna find in the book, and that's been the key to my success. I always roll around older dudes. I got some buddies right now that's 75, 76 years old. If I got a problem, I will give them a call to see what's the best way to handle it. And that right there is something I'll always tell any youngster. Single moms, if the kid has a dad that wants to be a part of this kid's life, don't let that child support stand between the child and his dad. Please. That's it. The money ain't worth it. Okay. The money that he may not have today may save you a whole lot more in the future in legal fees and bail. If you can get that son could be a part of that dad can be a part of their son's life. Don't use them kids as a pawn. Please. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't be afraid, not to be your kid's friend sometime. I had that argument from time to time. It seems like so many people, especially nowadays, afraid to be considered old, and they do and say shit to be their kids' friends. You ain't got to be friends with your kids. He ain't got to like you all the time. And I tell people all the time when they came to the movie Straight Outta Compton, Lonzo, you really hating? I said, no. Understand this. Of all the guys that work for me, I never met anybody's dad. I never met Yella's dad. I knew Dre's dad a long time ago, but after Dre came to work with me, I never saw his dad again. I never knew Clientele's dad. I never knew Shakespeare's dad. I knew Cube had a dad at home. I never met him. I met his mom. Okay? So I was the big homie, the boss, the band member, the label owner, and the advisor. I had all them different hats. Okay? And I was the homie with the house. Okay? But this was my house. And sometimes, every once in a while, this is my house, this is my club, this is my record company, and I have to do some things that you may not like that's going to benefit me, okay? Or protect me. And it always going to be my benefit. It can be my protection. You may not understand that right now because you're 15 years old. You might understand it because you're 17 years old. You might be understanding because you're 20 years old. I'm 25. I got a different opinion on things. I know I've already been experienced in life that you haven't. So I'm off to say some things or do some things you might not like or understand. Okay. And I ain't got to argue with you about it. That's the beauty of having your own shit. I ain't got to argue with you about what happens in my house because this is my house. I make the goddamn rules. Either you follow them or get to stepping. Like Martin said, get to stepping. And with some of the scenes in the movie Straight Outta Compton, they took a situation where I had to be the boss. And sometimes being the boss, you got to put down the hand of God, okay? And as a father, I know you got a son, and as much as you love your son, every once in a while, you got to be his dad. You got to say or do something.
Yeah.
Like, okay?
To this day.
Huh?
To this day, man.
To this day. So, and I think in some cases, people forget that. You know, no matter you better not like me for a minute. When I whoop your ass, you ain't gonna like me for a couple of hours. If I have to whoop your ass, you ain't gonna like me for a good. If I tell you can't go someplace, you may not like me, but you'll thank my ass. Oh man, Dad, how did you know? It happened recently. I told my son and my daughter, y'all can't go. My daughter 22.
Yeah.
My son is 19. Y'all can't go to that party right there. I gotta send. Where's it at? Who get? Oh no, we ain't doing that. Sure enough. Oh, how did you know, Dad? Because I just know. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you were the kind of dad that you were, because they got to shooting and fighting and ended up on the news. Okay. Real shit.
Man. Having a father is so important. Real talk. And I want to thank you, man, because you mentioned having someone older in your life to, talk to is important, dude. And just the game I get weekly is something that I couldn't get from somebody 45, 50 years old. So I appreciate these Tuesdays myself, dude.
I look forward to dropping this information, man, because one thing about it, when I'm out of here, it's over with. Okay. The library is closed, man. The library is closed. That's why I do these podcasts. That's why I drop as much game as I possibly can. That's why I go to schools and talk. Because, I've been blessed. Everything I've ever gotten, everywhere I've ever gotten in my life, there was always an experienced black man waiting to help me get through it. Okay. Whether it was my dad, Jeff D, old man Ducey, Swamp Dog, my ROTC coach. I mean, I've always had men around to kind of guide me through situations. Okay. And dude, I realized how important it is. And when I was doing my podcast in class, and I'm talking to, I got 10 to 15 guys in the class, and out of 15 guys, 11 of them said they never had a man talk to them that wasn't trying to put a gun or a sack in their hand. Okay. Out of 15 guys, 11 of them said, hey, man, I ain't never, nobody ever tried to do nothing. Old man ain't never tried to do nothing with me, put a gun or a sack in my hand. Okay. I'm like, huh? He said, yeah, man, that's why I caught this case. So I understand the importance, man. And I see I'm appreciating that. And that's the part that makes it worthwhile.
Most definitely, man.
Keep coming back. I must be saying something right.
In my personal life, I quote you more than anybody. I think I quote ever. So real talk, man. Keep it coming. We're about to wrap it up soon, man. Talk to us about how the show went last week with Dr. Dre and what's next with that.
I just talked to Dre a few minutes ago. We laughed about something we're gonna talk about on a show this Thursday. I'm speaking at USC. So I get off. I'm through wrapping that at 6 o'clock. 8 o'clock. So we him doing a late show Thursday. So if you guys are around, come on, check us out on our late show. But he just got a new leg, and he had me laughing about that leg today. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm letting him tell you about that leg on Thursday. But it's good, man. Dre and I have a great chemistry. We laugh about a lot of real shit, man. I mean, this dude is blind. He's an amputee from diabetes, and he don't let him stop. He don't let it stop him. Okay. A lot of guys can get into a serious woe is me situation. Oh, I got my leg cut off. I'm blind. I can't see. He ain't like that, dude. He ain't like that. If you talk to him, you never know unless he told you what he dealt with, what he's dealing with. And I got a lot of respect for that, Doc. So yeah, he told me before we do the show, man, don't be afraid to clown me about being blind. Huh? He said, yeah, man. He told me that shit. Okay, he told me don't be afraid to clown me about being blind. Man, I don't want the what's the people that do the handicapped folks come fucking with me behind you my jokes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Doc. And I got a couple more podcasts. I'm starting another men's podcast on the Compton Chronicles. All my podcasts will be on all my channels. Let's like right now, this podcast is being broadcast on 8 different platforms. All my Facebook pages, all my YouTube channels. And I hope y'all will come over to some of my Compton Chronicles YouTube channel as well. And I have another one me and Dre started called Legendary Connects. So I got about 3 or 4 YouTube channels and about 7 to 8 Facebook pages. I want y'all to come join all of them, and because we're gonna be doing a lot of different stuff. And like I said, I also working with some other brothers to talk about men's health and men issues. So me and Dusty do a lot of talking, but I'm I don't want to be the only one giving advice. I got some brothers. I got a brother that got hit with child support at 14. The girl was 17. He was 14. He didn't know that she was even pregnant, and kind of find it wasn't his baby. Oh man, this dude, he got a story for your ass, but it just shows you how messed up the child support system is. And I tell my son, boy, every time you go to piss, you better put a condom on. Okay, wrap it up and throw it away yourself. Don't even pull it out to piss. Okay.
Oh man, I don't know how you come up with these quotes, dude. Always a pleasure, man. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out Marlon Cozy, always showing love. The Insights, CLOG, OG Shags, Rajmir Jones. Man, you guys keep us going. Crypto, much love, dude. King Eve, Big Richard, Demetrius. Man, you guys are dope, dude. Anything else on it?
Yeah, the audio book and the books are still available. I got t-shirts now, folks. World Class Wrecking Crew t-shirts. I got hats. My website, LonzoWilliams.com, is up and running, back up and running again, folks. So yeah, you can go to under the link under the description and buy stuff also. So yeah, we're trying to get this thing right, and DJ Yella and I are doing more book signings together. We're doing one on the 12th out in Riverside. So if anybody in Riverside, we'll be out there hanging out at the Boom Box with my boy Domino. So yeah, folks, it's I'm looking for the summer. I'm looking to do what I was supposed to do 2 years ago this year.
Nice, dude. Man, looking forward to the future, dude. I'll see you next Tuesday, dude.
All right, folks. Much love for you from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. You are live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, and my man, the Dusty One. We do this every Tuesday, y'all. This is how it's done, baby. See y'all next week. Stick around. We'll be late on Thursday, but we coming. We coming with Dr. Dre and Lonzo.